What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are feeling good. We're doing a little work on the property today, kind of, on and off of hunting. But I just wanted to give you guys a mid-season food plot update on how everything's turning out. A lot of people asking questions about it. Dave, how's your plots looking? Well, we're going to show you that today. Right now we're looking at the Braska plot. Behind me is the clover plot, but everything's maintaining so far. Brasicas are getting tore up. We have a winter wheat oats field on the other side. Still producing forage and tonnage for the deer, but everything's looking pretty good so far, guys. So let's take a look at this Braska plot. So here's our Braska plot. Deer, we came through and hit that with the weed whacker. We got a cow path going through there. Heavily wore down. You guys can see. Step in, and here's our brascas, heavily browsed on, but looking good so far. We do have winter wheat mixed in here as well, so it's looking pretty good, guys. Just heavily browsed on. Got a purple top there, some radishes, all that good stuff. Nice and green still. Look at that bad boy there, purple top. Thing's big as a softball. We got a bunch of them through here. That one's pretty big. Over there. Back behind me here, we have the Egyptian wheat wall. As you guys can see, it's pretty much brown. We've had a few frosts, and it's obviously reached this maturity cycle. Egyptian wheat matures in about 120, 130 days or so. Heavy trail that they just made naturally going through there, but whole wall, I got another trail going through there, but pretty much brown for the most part. I did mix in a little bit of sun hemp in there as well, just for soil health and building, and deer do eat that as well. I left this open here as a travel path that, if they want to use that, at least path of least resistance, goes up in there, up into a bedding area way up in there. But all kinds of scrapes and rubs along there. There's a huge scrape way over there that the deer were using right there, overhead branch there. But this is part of the clover plot there, but that was made naturally. Now we're walking up into our cereal grain plot here, also surrounded by a border of Egyptian wheat there. But this here is a mixture of winter wheat. We put in 150 pounds of winter wheat, 50 pounds of winter rye, and I think 100 pounds of oats. And then I did throw some clovers in there as well. But it's looking good, looking real good. Nice and green. We did spray this twice with antler grow, and the deer are just hammering it. We hunted out of the Sad Daddy last night, way back there, and we killed a doe out of here with the muzzle loader, and deer were in here like crazy, turkeys as well. But good to have cereal grains, something that continues to grow as the year get into the colder times of the year. Give you a good forage into those later months of the season. I mean, deer will be in here that all the way up until December, January. You get those warm days, things kind of take off again, and it's just good to mix in some cereal grains as well on your property. Now this here is between the brascas and winter wheat field, and I left that open purposely for them to use the transition between the two, and they literally have wore it down to the dirt. Pretty cool. And I did seed that as well with a little bit of winter wheat and brascas, and then they wore that path, trail down through there. But pretty cool. So now we're in the kill plot that you guys seen us put in. There we go. Still looking good. We're getting some leaf fall in there, which is going to kind of smother a little bit, but turned out very well for starting out with a very, very poor pH, I think of like 4.2. So I gave you guys an update on this 2 weeks ago, or something like that, but pretty much still looks the same. They're hitting it. A lot of winter wheat, a lot of oats, some brassicas, and I did throw a lot of clover in here in the spring for possible turkey hunting as well. But this is looking fairly well. Kind of shaped in like a T, kind of goes up in there, goes out this way, and then comes back this way. But for what it was starting out with, it turned out pretty good. See a lot of stuff in there, some brassicas and winter wheat, some oats, all that good stuff. We have another Egyptian wheat wall here to allow us to walk by the fields, get back in the back if we're hunting back in the timber. If they're out in the food plot, we can slip right by here. So any questions about the video, leave them down below in the comments. Please subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. See you guys.